Welcome to Spice and Pans. Subscribe to our channel for our recipes weekly.
Hi, today we'll be making 3 easy and yummy Chinese appetizer dishes. First will be the cold tofu with pork floss and century eggs, followed by crunchy cucumber in spicy sauce, and finally the shrimp and pork wonton in spicy sauce. We will start by doing the chili oil first. In the pot, I've added in 1 cup of oil. It can be vegetable oil, it can be peanut oil, doesn't matter. Put in 1 cinnamon bark, 1 star anise, a piece of ginger, crack up like this, or smash a little bit. 3 pieces of garlic, also smash it up. Just put it in. From cold oil, we like to infuse all these beautiful spices and ingredients into the oil to bring out the flavor. This will take a couple of minutes. Just to emphasize again, when we start with this, we are using cold oil and we are dropping all the ingredients in. The reason is that we don't want to actually burn the ingredients inside here. We just want the flavor to slowly come out and infuse into the oil. Heat setting will be low or medium heat. We want the oil to be somewhere around between 190 to 200 degrees Celsius. You will slowly see that the ginger will brown and the garlic will brown. That's fine. Now to gauge the temperature, there's 2 things you can do. One is of course using a kitchen thermometer. The other one is using a bamboo chopstick like what I'm doing over here. As you can see, there's bubbles rising up very slowly from the bamboo chopsticks. This right now is approximately about 120-130 degrees Celsius. Right now you can actually smell the very nice fragrance that's coming out from all this ingredient that I'm putting into the oil. Right, as you can see that the bubbles are rising up much faster right now, even on the ginger and the garlic. This is around 180-190 degrees. I will turn off the flame now and we will proceed with the second step of making the chili oil. 2 tablespoons of chili flakes, 1 teaspoon of fresh spice powder, a teaspoon of salt, bay leaves. We can use 1 or 2. 1 teaspoon of Sichuan peppercorn. Be very careful on this step. We are pouring in this hot oil into here. Just put everything inside here and we'll wait for this to cool down. I'm going to make the cold tofu with pork floss and century egg now. Just need to cut cilantro or Chinese parsley up, 2 stalks of it, finely. It's done. Just put them in the bowl. Spring onions, finally 2 stalks of this. This will be used inside the sauce and also part of the garnish. Okay, once this is done, same thing, just drop them into these, go together with the cilantro or Chinese parsley. Next we'll prepare the sauce. 1/3 of a cup of hot water or warm water, half a teaspoon of sugar, 3 tablespoons of light soy sauce. I'm using the low sodium type, so this is not very salty. In the event, if you after mixing the sauce, if it's not salty enough, feel free to add a little bit more. 1 tablespoon of sesame seed oil, 2 tablespoons of black vinegar, 3 cloves of garlic chopped up like this. Put in both the cilantro as well as the spring onion. Give them a good mix. Just I like to give them a try so that if it's not sourish enough, you can add in more vinegar. If it's not salty enough, you add in a little bit more light soy sauce. Wow, perfect. Great, I love this. I've added in 1 more tablespoon of light soy sauce, so it's a total of 4 tablespoons of light soy sauce. So the sauce is perfect. Let's prepare the rest of the dish. 1 piece of thickened tofu, drained dry. 2 pieces of century eggs. All you've got to do is just cut them up like this. Pretty easy. What I'm doing over here is I'm using just a piece of string. I've just rolled a few rounds around my index finger as well as my thumb and use this as sort of a century egg knife to cut through the century egg. Right, like this. Very easy. Now century eggs, normally they are ready to eat once you take off the shell. Some people actually boil them because they want the yolk to be firmer, but for this dish, you don't really have to do that. So after this is done, you just lay all the century eggs around the edges, pour the sauce on top of them, let them chill, and later we'll add in some pork floss on top to add on to the taste. We've cut the century eggs to smaller pieces like this, but if you prefer them to be bigger pieces, no problem also. So next what we have to do is just pour these beautiful sauces all over this dish. Once you've done this, put this inside the fridge. I would like to have this very chilled. I'll put this in the fridge for at least half an hour before actually I serve them to my family member or guests. So let's put this in the fridge now. Now we'll be preparing the crunchy cucumber in spicy sauce. I have a cucumber over here. I'm just going to cut them into 3 parts, 3 equal parts. Half them further. You can use whatever cucumber that you want, be it Japanese cucumber or your regular cucumber like what I'm using over here. Now, important thing for this dish is to clear out the seeds, because the seeds contain a lot of liquid, and we want the sauce to actually be absorbed into the cucumber and not the cucumber adding more liquid to the sauce. So just use a spoon and scrape out the seeds like this. Very easy. Once you have done this, halve it further. Now if you want your cucumber to be even thinner, you can cut them into half again. We're going to do this dish in Chinese, they call it 手拍黄瓜, which is basically just to use your hand to smash the cucumber up so that it can absorb the sauces better. So I'm just going to cut them up first. I have with me a plastic bag over here. What I'm doing is I'm putting a few pieces of this cucumber inside here, and I will smash them while it's still inside the plastic bag so that the juices won't fly over the kitchen and you will have an easier time cleaning up the kitchen. So just let the air out and then just do this a few times, just pour them in. Very simple. We're doing with the rest. Now we'll marinate the crunchy cucumbers. 3 tablespoons of light soy sauce. I'm using the low sodium type, so if yours is the normal regular salty light soy sauce, please do reduce by 1 tablespoon or so. 2 tablespoons of dark vinegar. Half a teaspoon of sugar. 4 cloves of garlic chopped. Mix them up well first. The chili oil, I'll put them after I mix them up well, because the chili oil might create a film over the cucumber, and thus the cucumber might not be able to absorb these beautiful sauces that well. So just move them around first. And we'll add in the chili oil which we have just made, 2 tablespoons of it. Mix them up well. I would like to marinate them in the fridge for at least half an hour for the sauces to be absorbed by the cucumber before we serve them. So off to the fridge it goes. Next we are going to make the shrimp and pork wonton in spicy sauce. 300 grams of pork collar. I like to mince my own meat because I know how fresh it is, and I can actually choose what cut it is. I like my wonton to have a little bit of fat, hence I'm choosing this pork collar. Okay, I'm going to add in the other ingredients for this. 1 whole egg, 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce. I'll spin this up first. Next, 2 teaspoons of corn flour, as well as 1 teaspoon of chicken stock powder. And we are done. Next we are going to wrap the wonton, but before that we are going to add in shrimps, spring onion and pepper into the pork. 200 grams of prawns shelled, and I've taken out the veins also. Cut into pieces like this, not too small because I like to feel the crunch of the shrimp on my wonton. 3 or 4 stalks of spring onion cut up into small pieces like this. Dashes of pepper. Mix them up well. After you have mixed them up well, it's time to wrap the wonton. The wonton skin that I'm using are known as Shanghai wonton skin. These are paler in color, actually is white as compared to the Cantonese wonton skin, which are yellow. The main difference is egg or without egg. These are the ones without egg. Take a piece of the skin, some of the minced meat plus a piece of the prawn. Put it in the center of the skin like this. Just a little bit of water, dab around the edges so they can stick easier. Fold the edges to the edges. Just press them down and fold the 2 edges together like this. Press them down and you're done. So this is how simple it is to make this. We just continue with the rest. While waiting for the water to boil so that we can cook the wonton, we'll make this spicy sauce first. 1/3 of a cup of warm water, half a teaspoon of sugar, 4 cloves of garlic chopped, 2 bird's eye chili chopped. This is optional. If you want it more spicy, you can add it in. If not, then just leave them alone. 2 tablespoons of black vinegar, 3 tablespoons of light soy sauce. This is the low sodium type, so it's not very salty. 3 stalks of spring onion chopped or cut into small pieces like this, 2 tablespoons of the chili oil, and we mix all this together. Now the chili oil, if you have excess, you don't have to throw them away, just put them into a dry container. It can last you for a few weeks to 1 month time. You can use this for noodles, for fried rice, for any kind of a dipping sauce. So this is done, we just leave this aside and let's see whether our water is boiling so we can cook our wonton. In the boiling pot of water, add in 1 tablespoon of sesame seed oil. So when you boil the wonton, they won't actually stick together. The reason I'm putting sesame seed oil is because it will add another layer of fragrance to the wontons. So just put them in. How do you know when the wonton is done? Basically, you will not see any redness on the meat. It will become grayish and it might float to the top of the water. This will take a few minutes. Once you see the wonton floating on the top, that means these are done already. We'll just scoop them up and drain them. The final thing to do is to spread this delicious spicy sauce all over the wonton and the dish will be done. It will be a little bit spicy, a little bit sourish, as well as a little bit salty. A combination of very good flavor in this dish. And this is how we make our wontons. To put the finishing touch to this dish, I'm going to add in some pork floss. You can use chicken floss as per your liking. And this is our 3 easy and yummy Chinese appetizer. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you like what you see. Do click like on our video and do subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.